In conceiving this documentary, I wanted to tackle a concept that meant something dearly to me. I toyed with the idea of doing global issues like war and faith, but after deep thought about this project, I thought about something more personal to me. And nothing in my childhood from ages 3 to 9 was more special than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The focus of the following is to provide a history of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, along with my thoughts and feelings as the series progressed, peppered in with interview commentaries by fellow 20-somethings. I now give you Growing Up Turtle. In 1984, two men, Kevin Eastman and Peter Liard, created the independent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book. It was the first incarnation of the Turtles and meant to be a one-time issue, but a cult fan following allowed the comic to continue on for 62 original issues. When I discussed the Turtle comic with fellow Turtle fans, they had this to say.
You know, it's the beginning of the series. You got to take that into account. It's the canon. So, I mean, ultimately the strength of the series derived from there. So, I mean, you really have to pay attention to that when you're making any, supplementary films or cartoon series. You have to remember your roots.
I wished I could remember 1984. I mean, I wish I was around, could have been like 5 or 6 at the time, because the comic books, they were in black and white. They had red bandanas whenever they would do covers, and they didn't have on their belts. In the cartoon series, they say like the letter, like M stands for Michelangelo on their belt, L for Leonardo, and so on and so on. But in the comic book series from the mid-'80s, they didn't have anything on their belts. They didn't have any distinguishing marks on their body or their masks, so the only way you could tell them apart was their attitudes and their weapons. So that just had to be confusing.
Without the comic book, it wouldn't exist, but the cartoon is what exploded it, got kids into it. You're selling toys for that. That's where all of it really sprang out of.
On December 28th, 1987, after Eastman and Liard sold the Turtles property to Fred Wolf Films, a cartoon series premiered, and arguably was the most popular form of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles brand. This animated series lasted for 10 seasons until 1996 and 193 episodes. This is the version of the Turtles most thought of in popular culture.
I think my first memory of Teenage Mutant Turtles are waking up as a small child and getting up early in the morning on a Saturday morning and watching those cartoons with a bowl of cereal.
Turtles cartoons are probably one of the best memories of my childhood. Turtle cartoon was the first thing to make an impression on me, in that it just stuck with me. I wanted to know more about these characters. This series introduced new villains different from the comic, and for the first time, the Turtles had different color bandanas to help differentiate them. This is when the Turtle marketing push was in full swing.
From Playmate!
And here are my friends and I's thoughts on how the Turtles were marketed to the youth of the 80s. It kind of set the stage. It was like a testing ground for what eventually became the tween market. And I hate that my memories of my childhood are a little mudded by that marketing blitz, because I feel I want to remember my childhood as being innocent, but now looking back on it, I realize that all it was buy toys, watch our TV show, buy our videos, but a little sad.
The marketing was just like any other time period, really, as far as marketing towards kids. You want to sell as much merchandise as possible. I've seen it with, Pokemon nowadays. I've seen it with, the Power Rangers, of course. We've seen it time and time again, and I think they were just trying to make a buck. That's really what it's all about.
Looking as a kid, you don't even think about it. You're not even conscious or aware that you're being marketed to, that you're being heavily marketed to, and they're trying to sell you things. Like I said, the pizza thing is one thing alone. Like I never thought about how much did I like pizza as a kid. I want pizza because I'm watching the Ninja Turtles. My favorite cartoon characters eat pizza all the time. You never even think about that.
This version of the Turtles spawned hundreds of action figures and accessories. A turtle van, I have a story behind that too. I wanted it really, really bad. I think this was probably 91, 92. And my dad and I, we went to Kmart to get me one. They only had one left. And he was there to buy a present for my cousin, and my cousin wanted the turtle van. So my dad, in his infinite wisdom, bought the turtle van for my cousin, and I threw a fit in Kmart. I fell on the floor crying. I was like, no, turtle van. My dad wouldn't talk to me like the rest of the day. He was exceptionally angry. But that Christmas, I got a turtle van, so I should have just been patient. That's a lesson learned in patience. Several popular video games were produced during this era too. This era also had a traveling stage show and live album called the Coming Out of Their Shells Tour.
You know, I mean, I guess you gotta make money.
When I was a kid, the Turtles Coming Out of Their Shell concert and album, they were intriguing. I remember I would just sit outside and on my boombox and listen to the Turtles album. It was, it was, again, as some of the other stuff, it was what it was. The popularity of this animated series led directly into the want for a live-action motion picture. In 1990, the Turtles film series began with the New Line Cinema-produced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Until 1999, when the Blair Witch Project was released, this was the most successful independently financed film, raking in $201 million worldwide. This first film is seen as a darker version of the Turtles, more so than their often cheerful cartoon counterparts.
The dark tone worked for me. I was all into, weaponry and people fighting and ninjas and warfare. So like when I saw these, these individuals with their different talents, and they were, together fighting for one cause, that was amazing to me. The courage and the confidence they had.
Turtles 1, as I've said, it was extremely dark. I've often felt like maybe it was too dark for children. I used to go to bed watching that movie every night, and it's probably why I'm just a sick person today. Offended parent groups forced New Line Cinema's hand on the 1991 release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
Now, at exactly what point did we lose control here?
This film is less dark and more child-friendly than the original. Thus, the Turtles using their weapons less and culminating in a laughable Vanilla Ice performance in the final act of the film.
Told me to write and make it ice. So I did. I hyped it up, put the funky beats behind it, and made it ice. And they told me to keep it clean, for the kids and everything, which is me anyway, so. Ice, ice, babies in full effect. Yep. Turtles 2, watch it.
As an adult, it's really stupid and kind of. But once again, Mario, like he's popular and Turtles are popular, so it's kind of like a peanut butter and chocolate thing. So they're trying to do two good things together. I don't know if they really go together or make sense or anything, but you got a ninja rap out of it, and as an 8-year-old child, I loved every moment of it.
I would say a product of the 90s. I would say you wanted to maybe add some more musical flair, I guess, lighten the tone, with the music. I think it kind of, with the rap, the ninja rap, people wanted to be more a part of that. Everyone wanted to dance and eat pizza and be a ninja, and just like be a part of this realm that was created.
They wanted to sell an album because I believe he was just coming off of Ice Baby, and go ninja, Ice Baby. I mean, it's repetitive, just the same thing. I like it for nostalgia value. I'm usually not a big fan of 90s music or rap in general. There's just something about that scene that it makes me feel like a kid again whenever I see it. It's probably one of the highlights of Turtles 2, even though it shouldn't be. Turtles 2 did respectable business, earning $78 million.
Ninja Cowboy!
And leaving the door open for 1993's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Turtles 3 is largely seen as a disappointment with audiences, only earning $42 million at the box office. The reason for this failure is largely seen as its breaking away from the Turtles mythos.
You were expecting maybe the Addams Family?
By setting it in feudal Japan and for not bringing back established villains.
The third one is it's disappointing.
Turtles 3 is the excremental remains of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. It's like everything is regurgitated and meaningless by this point. I think somebody made a bad business decision, and that's the result of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Help, I'm a turtle and I can't get up.
After the third Turtles film failed to retain its audience numbers from the previous entries in the series, and the 1996 cancellation of the animated series, a live-action 1997 series was produced for the Fox network
Bananas!
by Ham Saban, the creator of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This series was titled TMNT, The Next Mutation. This new series introduced a fifth turtle, this time a female named Venus de Milo.
Is it the one that's a female one?
Venus de Milo.
Oh God, it's not good. It's trying though. I mean, I gotta give it an E for effort. Like it's trying to like get the feel of the original movies. I don't know. It's not succeeding.
This live-action series had dismal ratings and was canceled in 1998 after one season and only 26 episodes.
As you can see, we're a little dysfunctional.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle property remained dormant from 1998 until 2003 when original creator Peter Liard returned to produce TMNT 2003, a new cartoon. This new version of the Turtles was geared to a new generation, featuring Japanese anime-style animation, and having no connection to its predecessors except in name only.
They're playing with the lore a little bit. I hate to say it's a more serious version, but it takes itself, I guess, a little more seriously. There aren't as many asides as in the original series. I mean, for what it is, it seems okay. By 2003, I'm 17, 18. I'm chasing women, not turtles.
The new 2003 animated series never reached the popularity of the 1987 series, but did last 6 seasons and 156 episodes before being canceled in 2009. It was also during this time that a new 4th Turtle film was released into theaters in 2007. This time, not in live action, but CGI. It was simply titled TMNT. TMNT, the 4th film, the 2007 movie, it's good. It's not exactly what I needed at the time. I wish it had been live action.
TMNT is a little different. I do like the approach where they kind of do with older turtles. I wish they would have went even further, like the adult turtles where like Splinter's dead, and then you have these characters who are basically alone, have to realize how to be adults on their own in a society. I thought they should have kind of went a little closer to that sort of drama, but it's still kind of a fun movie. I don't like it the same as I like 1 and 2, but I like it more than I like 3.
I hate to see brothers fight like this.
Unless it's together.
In 2009, Turtle creator Peter Liard sold his remaining property rights to Viacom and Paramount Studios. This has led to a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon being produced to air later in 2012. The 2009 Turtle property sale has also led to a much recently debated remake film of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to be produced by Transformers Trilogy director Michael Bay. Bay has stated in recent interviews that the Turtles will no longer be mutant turtles and will now be aliens from space. He has also gone on to state that the film will not be titled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but to a shorter title of just Ninja Turtles.
We're turtles, friend. The Teenage Mutant Ninja variety. Sleazeball.
These comments have created endless speculation on internet movie websites.
This shit is beyond horrible. In the news article, I found out that this man wants to take liberties and change the Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles we grew up with, the Ninja Turtles that was a big part of our childhood, they want to change.
I love the Ninja Turtles. I grew up with them. I play with the toys. I read the comic books. I watched the TV shows. I watched all 3 movies, but now aliens, really?
If you're upset that Michael Bay might change the storyline of Ninja Turtles, I say to you, what, are you kidding? Have you seen Transformers? Michael Bay has bastardized Transformers, horror films, hell, even American history. So what made you think he was gonna take the Ninja Turtles property and go, you know what? I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna stick to canon.
Seriously, Michael Bay, stay away from my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Please.
The new Ninja Turtle film will release Christmas 2013.
I don't know what he's really going to do with the alien concept that's going to be better than the mutant concept. I'll have a wait and see attitude to see what he really does. I am a little bit, as anything Michael Bay's involved with, you're a little sad. You're a little sad, so.
Michael Bay is making a lot more money than I am. And, if some people sell out, some people don't. But, at the end of the day, it's how you can live with yourself, and if he can sleep well at night, then that's it. I'm sure he feels really comfortable in that huge bed.
But regardless of fan outcry, the Ninja Turtles' future has not seemed this bright since the early 90s. Being a hardcore Turtle fan, I'm trying to keep an open mind and just enjoy the ride and fun of getting to see new and hopefully exciting things happen to and for characters that brought me a lot of joy as a child. All I can say is,
go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go, 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 go.
Yo, it's the Green Machine, gonna rock the town without